where we interview all the latest artists, tastemakers, influencers in the industry. Yeah, you know we about to blow.
From the bounce of nightclub doors in New York City to the bright lights of Hollywood and the heart of game day healing circles, today's guest is a force. She's a connector, a creator, a cultural architect, and her story is one of grit, grace, and game-changing moves. Raised between New Jersey and New York, she went from teen mom, an NYU commuter, to nationally recognized event producer and underground legend. Along the way, she's built empires, broken barriers, and brought thousands together through the power of energy, excellence, and intention. This isn't just an interview, y'all. It's a front row seat to the evolution of a true original. Please welcome to the show, your girl, Bubbles.
Wow, Des, that was awesome.
That girl can read.
Yeah.
That girl can read.
Yeah, I went to school a little bit. Hey, girl. Welcome to the show.
Okay, so I have a question right away.
Oh, okay.
Bubbles.
Yes, sir.
That's what I wanted to know. Where did that come from? I mean, did you use on a bubble company?
No. So honestly, I used to be in a girl group, right, back in the day.
Okay.
And we
Okay.
were with Pocket Town, who used to be with R. Kelly.
Okay.
Okay.
And we still, to this day, like 3 o'clock in the morning, right, someone said the name Bubbles. And
Talking that mic, baby girl.
when someone said, everybody was like, that's it, right there, that's it. And it stuck ever since.
Bubbles. That actually kind of does stick with you and your
Yeah,
personality.
my personality.
Bubbles' personality.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So as far as an entrepreneur, and you said you were in a girl group, right?
Yes.
So was it like an R&B group?
Yeah,
'Cause you
yeah,
R. Kelly, or is
absolutely,
it-
yes.
you said, okay, I didn't know if it was a rock band.
No.
No pop.
I
It
can see
wasn't
her
pop?
being in a little group, though.
Yeah, it was my girl Sherry, Tiffany, and Tanya. So,
Okay.
and myself. So, yeah.
So how did you feel about being in the girl group?
That was pretty cool. I mean, it was my girls. You know what I'm saying? And we used to sing all the time anyway, so why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us the difference of growing up in New York and how was it being a teen mom? And how did it even go into event planning?
Pretty crazy because as a teen mom, you look for resources where you can make income but yet still be a mother.
Yes.
So for me, it was doing security, right?
Okay,
A friend of
okay.
mine was like, hey, because, I was, growing up, I grew up in Newark. Let me just
Hey,
be
yeah.
clear.
Okay, for
right?
those of
playing when it comes to that, right?
explain Newark in LA terms. Like what is Newark?
Well, I can kind of explain a little bit.
Okay.
When they honking the horn, it's like, yo, I'm walking here. Like that? Okay.
No.
go on.
You're going to hear some other choice words. It won't be that, okay? It's kind of like, from what I hear, it's kind of like Oakland. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay,
So,
okay.
like, Newark is, it's tough.
It's rough.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
rough
saying.
out there, yeah.
And so, for me, it was like, okay, what can I do and use my skills? Because, I was known to be rough. Like, you
Okay.
look at me and be like, oh, she's, but yeah,
had
don't
that New
play.
York
I had
flavor.
that. I
Yes.
had that
You had
energy,
that,
like,
yeah.
and I was real with it. So
Yeah.
when I came to work and did security, right,
Uh-huh.
I met one guy in New York and one guy in New Jersey, and I used to work for both of them. And in
Okay.
the end, I was like, you know what? Let me introduce y'all. And the
Yeah.
three of us started a security company.
Okay.
And we had like a quarter of the houses in New York, and everybody from Diddy, because y'all mentioned that earlier. And he would always be like, nobody else could pat me down, man. Come on. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I got a staff for.
Yes.
And he'd be like, come on, man, come on. So I knew everybody. When he started, like when Diddy started his own label.
Yeah. Daddy
he-
House, I believe.
No, it
Before
was
then?
Bad Boy.
Bad Boy,
right?
yeah.
But he was interning at Uptown.
Okay.
Right?
Got it, yeah.
So
With Andre,
yeah.
yeah.
With Andre, right? Him, Mark Pitts, like everybody who I've known, we all grew up together. We all was in that, genre,
Circle, that whole
right?
circle, yeah.
So when he started, he had the little baseball jackets, all white,
Bad boys,
boy,
yeah.
bad boy,
Yeah.
bad, and then boy at the bottom with the
Yes.
white to the,
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, I just started my own. And I didn't know what that meant at the time. And then, God bless the dead, Big met Big. Then the next week he brought C's. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, he can't come in here.
Yeah.
No, man, if my boy can't come in, okay, bye. Like,
So you guys
I'm
were
not letting
pretty
this
much,
kid in.
so you were pretty much running. That was just a whole security outfit that you guys ran.
Yes.
And were you guys? They were hiring you guys to do
Yeah,
certain.
absolutely.
So you guys had a security company then.
Yes, we had a
Yeah.
security
Okay,
company,
okay, that's
right?
what's
So we literally, I've seen so many people throughout the years, and people say to me now, "Dang, Bubs, you know everybody."
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I've been out there in them
out there.
streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A long time.
Yeah. So
Most
you've been doing this for a while. Now, being in that environment and then deciding to go solo, what was the pivotal point that you were like, all right, I'm gonna do this on a solo tip?
So what had really happened was we were doing the security,
Got it.
right? And my partners with one other young lady named Diva said, we should do a party together. Everybody's doing parties. Why don't we do parties? So the four of us
Yeah.
had started EFS, Events for All Seasons.
Got it.
And we did that for, a year and something. And they weren't as invested as I was because, personality.
As
It was
a-
like,
at the end
I'd
of
be
the
on
day,
top
yeah.
of people,
Yeah.
And in the end, I had Lionel McMillan, who's
Okay.
a major entertainment attorney in New York, even to this day,
Perfect.
hit me and said, yo, Bubs, I need you to do Janae's 25th birthday bash. And Janae was a huge R&B group at the
Yes.
time.
Back in the
okay?
day, yeah,
Right,
most
right.
definitely.
Some of my
So
favorite
I
hits.
did their 25th birthday bash in New York, shut it down. Like it was bananas. Line around the corner, 4 floors, VIP. I had everybody in there. I had Kenny Anderson and his wife. Right at the time, I let Monica in. She was 16 years old, but her boy Blue, her manager at the time, I'm like, Blue, put her in the corner. Don't let her. Like everybody
Yeah,
was
so you
outside.
just-
All of New York,
Yeah.
like everybody was outside.
That was a spot to be at.
Yeah, that was a spot. But I did that as a favor to Lionel, right?
Got it.
And in the end, I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? That was me. That was all me.
Yeah.
And a couple months later, I went to my team and was like, listen, y'all, this isn't really y'all thing. This is my thing. And they blessed me. It was like, look, go ahead. And that's Bubbles Entertainment was started.
Hey,
That's
Bubbles
what it is. So
Entertainment.
how did you move from that genre of that circle to your, let's say, game nights now?
Okay. So Bubbles Entertainment was started.
Got it.
That was like 96 officially. I did Janae's thing in 95, but
Got it.
96. And the crazy part is, right, I'm just being legal enough to drink. That's the crazy part.
That is amazing,
That's the
though.
great-
Can you
'cause when
were
I
a
started-
young entrepreneur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But I had a kid. I mean, I was a teen mom. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You got to get it done.
Got to get it done.
That's your
right.
motivation.
So at the end of the, thank God for my family though. I wouldn't have been able to
Yeah.
do it without my family. So ultimately, right, Master P brought me out here because I shut down New Orleans. Like I didn't just do it in New York and New Jersey. I ended up taking it nationwide.
So you pretty much had those resources to be able to get things
Correct.
done.
So April Walker Wear, who used to be part of Mike Tyson's camp,
Yes.
right, she referred me to Gary Payton.
Got it.
And he wanted to do an All-Star Weekend Bash in 97 in Cleveland.
In Cleveland, yeah.
Hey.
And at the end of the day, she was like, yo, I got the chick who could do it. And he was like, who? Put us on the
Bubbles.
phone, Bubbles. And I was like, I got you. Never been to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Right? Picked up the phone, made it happen. Bananas.
Crazy.
Bananas. Okay? I'm talking,
There is. Yeah, well, Cleveland, yeah, of course.
well, it was All-Star
'Cause
Weekend,
you-
right?
yeah.
Yes, yes.
It was absurd. When I tell you,
Yeah.
I never even made it up to the party. That's how insane
That
it was.
is bananas.
I
yeah.
had Ron Isley and his crew come
Oh,
through the
yes.
back door.
Oh, yes.
Right? I had 70 from the 76ers, all famous soup back in the day when we were like I don't even know if we were
Iverson?
born. No. Before we were born.
Before
like,
we well, you talking about Dr. J then?
yeah,
huh?
Dr. J, yeah.
Julius Erving then. That's
yeah,
what you talking
Dr. J and Chris Webber, I heard they were upstairs. They said
Got
they
it.
compared hands. They said, I heard we have the same size hands. Like when I tell you, Vivica, when I tell you the party,
Everybody was there.
Star-studded.
Anybody that's
Star-studded,
everybody.
yeah.
Right.
Come.
I let oh my God.
Yandy and Mendici?
No, Monica's brother, not
Oh,
Ray J.
Ray
right?
J.
Ray J
Ray
was
J.
like 16. I
Yeah.
let him in the party. I was like, oh my God.
Right.
Like when I say bananas,
Bananas. Everybody that's anybody
Was
needed,
at that
needed
party,
to be
right?
there. Yes.
I heard, from what I heard, they were like, yo, that party right there, the only best parties we've ever been to was one, I guess, Diddy did in Bahamas, and that party in Cleveland I did in 97.
Hey.
And GP was like, yo, Bubs, I
Staple.
have never had a party like it was sick.
Yeah.
Sick. So, kind
So
of.
from there, now you're doing the game nights.
No, game night came in 2009.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's like a personal journey because
Yeah.
I feel like game night is, when I've gone to game night, by the ways, it feels very personal and very community like, kind of like a healing energy space where you go and just communicate, talk, network.
So you talking about
with-
y'all over there playing dominoes and everybody's zinning?
with a little drink and some music, absolutely.
I'm just asking. I just want to know.
So the crazy part is I did events, right? But
Got
then
it.
I did something even more crazy, like get married and think it was going to last forever, right?
Got it.
But I got a blessed daughter out the union,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So I kind of fell back from the mega events.
Yes.
Understood.
3,000
Just,
people at a
yeah.
party, all of that craziness.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then people was like, I got divorced, had my daughter, family all passed from cancer. Mother,
Wow.
aunt,
Yeah.
grandmother, really young,
Sorry to hear
51,
that, yeah.
53, and I missed that because growing up, we would go to church because my grandmother had a famous catering truck in
I
Jersey
heard
called
about that,
Mom's Kitchen on
girl.
Wheels, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I missed that element. I missed the games. I missed everybody coming over to the crib. So I started game day in 2009 because I miss playing the games. I miss playing spades or big whist or dominoes
Got it,
or
got it.
or board games. Or in our house we had a pool table too.
Yeah.
I missed all of that.
Yeah.
So that's why I started game day, right? But I healed from it, and now it is now 2025, and from 2009 to 2025. I've heard so many amazing testimonies that has blessed me because it healed me.
Yes.
Right? But I've heard people with cancer or people going through a divorce, or one guy said, my mother had like 2-3 jobs and I never got a chance to really be a kid and play games and do things. And he didn't know how to play games, and I showed him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know
Jenga.
what? A lot of people don't know, but when they come to your brunches and your events, trust me, somebody gets in there and starts learning. I didn't know how to play dominoes, y'all. I still don't.
Yeah,
Okay,
We got to get you on the table.
Des
You got to
Put
put
it
it
on the table.
Yeah.
Dad sits all the dominoes up and hits them and watch them fall.
I'd be like, that dot goes with that dot and that dot. Okay. See that?
That's what's up. So you go ahead.
No, so that's that's kind of how my journey
Got
just
started.
It got started in 2009. It was just literally for my own selfishness because I missed my family so much, and I missed
Got
that.
it.
And
So
in
you
return,
created a whole nother family.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Whole
knew?
communion.
Who knew? Like 16 years later, I'm
Yeah.
still going. And the great thing I love, and I feel blessed, I think it's who you are and bringing in that certain crowd. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
I think it's energy is always
most
everything,
definitely, most
right?
definitely.
Everything.
So I like to, when I see people and it's a new face, I'll be
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm Bubbles. How'd you hear about it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
who invited you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So,
that's exactly how you introduce yourself.
and I think that people don't get that. I'm like
Well,
nurturing.
It's not that. The communication nowadays are totally different. It's like a lot of stuff is more so on social media.
Right,
And
right.
it's not like that hand-to-hand combat like we used to have, back
Growing
in the
up,
days
yeah.
of growing up and
Right.
stuff like that. So it's like now it's like, oh, I know you from Instagram. Or what's your Instagram? Oh, okay, yeah, you can come in. Or
Yeah,
stuff like that now. So
absolutely.
and you don't really know each other. It's not really getting to know each other. So you have one coming up in BET weekend.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have my
explain a little-
brunch coming up. I
Okay.
do a brunch once a month, and I do game day once a month. Currently, Mike Hill is my partner. He joined with me like 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
Shout out to Mike Hill.
Mike Hill, hey, great partner. But he came to me, and he was going through some things at that time. We were at Naeem Lynn's house, one of Kevin Hart's boys,
Okay.
right?
Got it.
And he was like, Bubs, because he had been to my game days. He was like, yo, Bubs, let me join with you. I used to do it, blah, 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 blah. And, and I was like, and I could see some things going on with him.
Yeah.
And with me, it's like, okay, cool. This is just, I need you. Like, if you're going to be a partner, I need you to be a partner.
Yeah.
And
most
I can
definitely.
honestly say he has stepped up, and I enjoy
it.
Mike being my partner.
I,
You know what
I
I'm
love
saying?
y'all energy together.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
y'all
yeah,
energy
yeah,
is dope.
yeah,
You bring in
yeah.
the people, you bring in the celebs. And another thing about her events too, that the celebrities that come to the events, regular people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
they're regular people, communicate, talk, not sedity, not bougie. It's a very much of a community type of event. Which
Well, we call it an industry thing, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, not only do you have celebs and athletes, you have writers, you have directors, you have producers, you have so many people, but then you have a nurse, or you have someone who's a lawyer, or you have there
Entrepreneurs,
is right, exactly. There's a mixture of people, but they're people who don't really go outside, but who want to go outside, right? But when you go outside, you just want to have a good time.
Yeah, and you definitely want to be yourself.
Right.
You don't want to, you don't want to get caught up in, you have to turn it on and turn it off. You know what I mean? When you like, when they say action, you got to turn it on. They say, okay, cut, you turn it off. Now, but you can go be yourself.
That's the good thing about a game day, right?
Yeah.
You're not in your regular need to be on mood. You're there playing spades or playing you're into the game. We have Mike and I on game day, right? We have a huge Jenga on the stage. That's the star of the show. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and with brunch, we'll have like spades. I'll have a domino table, real easy. But then game day, so it's 2 events. So one is brunching with Bubbles at the Black-owned spot, Fire Spot. Shout out to Donnie. June 7th.
June 7th, BET
12
weekend.
o'clock, right? BET weekend, 12 to 5, right? Fire.
Where's that at?
Sherman Oaks and Ventura Boulevard,
go.
right? Donnie's Breakfast Spot. Or look on the THE #1 Real Bubbles. You'll see all the events.
There you go.
And then on June 22nd, Mike Hill and I host the game day. It's at El Mariachi.
They got good food too,
Yeah,
y'all.
Mexican food is fire.
Most
And not
definitely.
expensive. Neither spots are expensive, right? And they're on Ventura Boulevard, right outside the tip of Encino. So the One Real Bubbles, you can always know what's going on because I do one event per month on each. So you got 2 events to choose from a month. There it is.
So you never charge for admission either.
No.
So
no cover, no
why is that
admission, no
important to you?
list. Because at the end of the day, like I've gone through hard times. You know what I'm saying? So I don't ever want to charge someone. So I want you to come in. No one in that room will know if you rich or poor. If you just paid your rent or you paid your rent, a week ago or whatever, right? I never want anyone to miss an opportunity because they don't want to pay to get in.
Yeah, I say it all the time. No MOs, no missed opportunities.
No, right, absolutely.
And so when you
There's
say
no minimum.
when you say the event is free, now because you guys also have food and stuff there, right?
Yeah. If you
So
choose
is
to,
it finger foods or is it because I'm turned down. I don't drink, I don't smoke, never have, never will, but I don't miss no meal.
listen.
So I just need to know: do we pay for the meals?
Oh, yeah, you pay
okay,
for
well,
your
let me
own
know
food.
something. Just let me know something.
I mean, but here's the thing: you're not required.
No,
if
I
you want a
understand.
budget and you're like, listen, I'm gonna eat at home.
No, I understand.
And you know what I'm
I'm
saying? Yeah.
That's just for the fans out there, you guys, just so you guys know. Bring some money if you're trying to eat.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's not expensive. It really
Yeah,
isn't.
no, it's
you
not.
know, if you got a 20 in your pocket, you're gonna go home with a full belly. Either
You're going to go
place.
home looking like a bicycle ramp.
Hey. Now, what advice would you give the young women that are trying to break into the industry like you did?
Here's the thing. This, and especially now, it's easier to me. Because back in the day, I used to have to go make flyers up and have a street
that
team
marketing.
as well as myself go hit every event, hit all the cars, etc. Now you got social media. You can put it out there and it's done, you know? So if you want to do it, you got to have a passion behind it. For me, it's a passion. You know, it's something I really enjoy doing. I enjoy people. You have to be a people person. If you're not, then I don't suggest this route because this is really not for you. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to get a mix of everybody. Not everybody you're going to get along with. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I try and drop a seed. Like I've been blessed enough to know that it's been grace and mercy. This wasn't my walk. I wanted to act. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This wasn't my calling. Now I've done acting, you know, and this has helped me get into that realm. But again, it was something that was, you know, I was pulled into, not me wanting to do it.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because now it's 29 years later. I'm still
29
doing
years
it.
later.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And the fact of, and here's the difference. You know female promoters, but to be blessed to do mega events, I've done events in New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, New Orleans, LA, like
Go
to
on,
shut
girl.
down
Let 'em
all
know.
the
Let
major
'em know.
markets and still be in this game 29 years later. It's crazy.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I try to tell them all the time.
Yeah.
You know, you get a lot of people that'll hate on you, but that's good. I just tell everybody, if you're gonna hate on me, it's okay. Just spell my name right. That's all I need.
You know what? Honestly, for me, I be like, bless those who hate on me. And
Most
bless
definitely.
those who curse me. Because what's for me is for me. And I never have to fret
right.
and worry. I've had people who want to partner with me. But one thing I'm really adamant about, I've built a brand.
Yes.
And being 29 years in this game nationwide,
Yes.
if, you know, I'm real particular on who I let come into this circle.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? My space,
Hey,
my energy.
I've learned that lots.
Yeah.
Our circles are small as a period.
As a period,
yeah. Yep. So it's no hate and nothing ill will against anybody else. It's just that your energy and your vibe may not be
And I
my
match.
energy and
That's
my
right.
vibe. So I'm going to protect what I've built and been blessed to build.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wish them well. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to partner with everyone.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So
Love that.
So
Love
give me your
that.
social media again. Let everybody know exactly what's going to happen on the 7th again.
Okay, so June 7th at 12 noon, we got DJ Smooth D on the ones and twos. We will be at Donnie's Breakfast Spot on Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks. My IG is number one, not spelled out, but number one, Real Bubbles. THE1 Real Bubbles. The One Real Bubbles. And then on June 22nd, I got game night with Mike Hill, El Mariachi, Ventura Boulevard, and Encino, right next to the IHOP. We're going to be doing P. Frank's birthday party, the director who did, what did he just do? Freaknik. He directed Freaknik from the Bay, live here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. We're doing his birthday party. We're doing Charlena's birthday party. We're doing the actress, Pippin is her last name. Look on my IG. Birthday party. I'm getting the flyers done later today. My guy said he'll do it. So, I do, like I said, one event for each a month. So 2 events per month. Free.
Yes.
I look forward to seeing you guys. Please come up to me. Say, hey, Bubbles. Saw you on the show. There it is.
Yes. It was so amazing to get to know.
Most definitely.
Bubbles.
We need a full hour with Bubbles on that.
Yeah, we got to bring her back,
She
y'all.
has a
We're
lot of-
bringing her back.
No, she has a lot of stories.
We
She
got
has a lot of-
stories.
Yeah, because we tried to get her sidekick Trish on the show, but you know it's all
Shout out
good.
to
It's all good. Shout out to Trish.
Hey. And Trish did game day with me for a while. Her and Bianca.
That's
Bianca
what's up.
have an amazing spot in Compton. It's a health food store, black-owned business,
Okay.
right where the food for less across the street from Best Buy.
Got it.
So if
We
you
got
in
a
that
spotlight
area,
her.
stop at Bianca's spot. Rev Water or whatever the case is, right? Great stuff. They got, oh my God, if you go, they got a shake. Oh my God.
Amazing.
Oh my God, it's a sea moss shake. It is the truth. Oh my, it's called Signature Sea Moss or something.
Okay.
Okay, girl.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have
And
to check that out.
Bubbles.
What's the name
All
of
right,
that
girl.
place again?
Rev Up Water.
Okay, we gonna spotlight that spot.
Most definitely.
Spotlight
Black
it.
owned. My girl Bianca got it. It's
Okay,
great.
that's what's
So,
up.
yeah.
Once again, Bubbles, we appreciate you for coming by. The Stay Ready show is definitely going down. Like I said, we're gonna need more time for you guys to get
got
to know
questions.
Bubbles. You know what I mean? 'Cause we got more questions, but we're gonna be doing some stuff probably over at her brunch. So we'll talk a little bit
that's
about that
what's up.
offline.
Yeah.
But with that being said, it's your boy Big Mike, aka Bmikerob.
This your girl Desi Dez.
Hey, this is Stay Ready show. We appreciate you. We appreciate our guest Bubbles for coming on here.
Yes.
Like we always say, 3 things. God, family, education. You keep those 3 things and you follow them, you'll be successful no matter what you do. And also, if you stay ready,
You never have to get ready.
let's go.
Woo!